Hello, I'm Scott Stevenson. I'm the president and CEO of the Museum of the American Revolution in Philadelphia, and I'm delighted that you're able to join us virtually for our third Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution event. Now, the museum is very grateful to our presenting sponsor, Bank of America. Bank of America has been a great partner with the museum for many years, going back to the capital campaign that established the museum in 2017, represented here in Philadelphia by Jim Dever, who is the market president for Bank of America in the Philadelphia region. And in addition to being a representative of the bank, Jim gives very generously of his own time. He's the chair of our corporate advisory council and is someone who is always ready to put a shoulder to the wheel for anything the museum asks. And so delighted to have the support of the bank and Jim for this virtual presentation of our awardees this year, Christiane Amanpour and Dr. Louise Mirror. So in September 2016, inspired by the museum's vision to ensure that the promise of the American Revolution endures, our late board chairman, H.F. Jerry Lenfest, established the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award with the idea that we would be able to honor and recognize those who have given distinguished service in advancing understanding of the importance of history and ensuring that the values of the American Revolution continue to resonate and affect the lives of people around the world. This is the third Spirit of the American Revolution event. Our first two awardees were Pulitzer Prize-winning historian and author David McCullough and America's storyteller Ken Burns, who just a year ago was here at the museum to receive the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award. The proceeds from the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Gala benefit the museum's educational programs. This year, we're dedicating these proceeds to our upcoming special exhibition, When Women Lost the Vote, A Revolutionary Story, 1776 to 1807, which is highlighting a remarkable discovery by the museum's curatorial team, evidence of the first women voters in America who actually were not in the early 20th century, but during the era of the American Revolution, just across the river from where I'm sitting in the state of New Jersey. So this year, on the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which established suffrage for women in the United States, we wanted to present the award to two revolutionary women, Christiane Amanpour and Dr. Louise Mirror. And so I'll be delighted to tell you a little bit about our two awardees. Christiane Amanpour is certainly no stranger to any of us. We know her as the anchor of CNN's award-winning flagship global affairs program, Amanpour, as well as hosting Amanpour and Company on PBS. A fearless and uncompromising journalist,
people were still marching. This is the entrance to the city of Basra.
Christiane has reported from hot spots around the globe. She's been in Iraq, Iran, Pakistan. She's reported from the United States during Hurricane Katrina. And some of the threads going through those decades of hard-biting journalism are a dedication to holding world leaders accountable, to being a passionate advocate for women's rights and equality in societies around the world. So in addition to her work as an anchor and reporter, Christiane Amanpour has used her public profile to be a passionate advocate for key global issues and the rights and safety of journalists working around the world. She has earned every major television journalism award, including 11 news and documentary Emmys, and the Courage in Journalism Award. So I encourage you to watch Christiane's video accepting the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award on this page, and also a short video giving a little bit more background on her career in journalism. So at this moment in time, when the role of a free press is being called into question, even on these shores. It's all the more important that we recognize the critical role that journalists like Christiane Amanpour play in the health and survival of democratic societies around the world. Dr. Louise Mirror has served as president and CEO of the New York Historical Society since June of 2004, and she's been a real inspiration to me personally as someone working in the museum field. I remember the days of the early 2000s when the New York Historical Society was in the news as a struggling, venerable organization with an incredible collection and archives and library, but was in danger of closing. Under Louise's direction, the New York Historical Society has mounted a series of landmark exhibitions that have helped to establish its place as one of the nation's leading cultural institutions. These have included slavery in New York, Chinese American, inclusion, exclusion, and the Vietnam War, 1945 to 1975. Not content with teaching under the roof and within the walls of the New York Historical Society, again under Louise's guidance and leadership, the New York Historical Society has expanded its programming to include a commitment to citizenship initiatives, to training new citizens through the example of American history, programs related to the American presidency. The New York Historical Society now serves 500,000 visitors a year. Dr. Mirror is the author of 4 books, numerous articles in the humanities, so she is both a scholar and a leader of the New York Historical Society. And we're so inspired to be able to award to her the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award for her distinguished career in advancing the public's interest and engagement in American history and ensuring that the promise of the American Revolution, those deep values of liberty, equality, will continue to be passed down through future generations. So we're delighted to be able to present the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award to Christiane Amanpour and Dr. Louise Mirror. And I hope that you'll take this opportunity to watch the videos that each have recorded accepting the award and reflecting on the meaning of this award to them and on their commitment to the values and the promise of the American Revolution that is reflected in their work. So today we're, of course, missing the presence of our founder and the namesake of the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award, Jerry Lenfest. Jerry and his wife Marguerite were absolutely critical to the founding of this institution, absolutely transformative in their impact, so many institutions in the city of Philadelphia and beyond. And normally I would be sitting next to Marguerite at the table when we hold the gala dinner, and so I know that she's, of course, watching, and I know we're all thinking about Jerry. We're very grateful for the legacy of H.F. Jerry Lenfest, and we know that we'll continue to keep that spirit of the American Revolution alive. We're grateful this year for our tireless event co-chairs, Martha McGeary Snyder, who serves on our board of directors, and her daughter, Serena Snyder, as well as our honorary co-chairs, Marguerite Lenfest and Diane Lenfest Meyer. And thanks to all of you who were sponsors for this event, who sponsored tables, who purchased tickets, have been very generous in your support for the museum, particularly during these extraordinary times that we're living in right now. And my thanks to our board chairman, Morris Offit, to our volunteer board of directors who give their time, talent, and treasure to keep this museum vital and alive, and to our fabulous staff here at the Museum of the American Revolution. And finally, my thanks to you who are watching. Without you, we would have no chance of fulfilling our mission and ensuring that the promise of the American Revolution endures.
Hi, I'm Jim Dever, Greater Philadelphia Market President for Bank of America and Chair of the Museum of the American Revolution's Corporate Advisory Council. Although we cannot be together in person, it is so important that we remain connected, and I'm delighted to join you virtually, steps from the museum's beautiful boardroom and Bank of America terrace, safely distancing, but still able to marvel the inspiring history in this building. As supporters of the museum since its founding campaign, Bank of America is honored to again be the presenting sponsor for the Lenfest Spirit of the American Revolution Award. And what an honor it is to celebrate the two incredibly deserving recipients of this award this year, Christiane Amanpour and Dr. Louise Mirror. We also remember Jerry Lenfest, the museum's founding chairman who endowed this award. Jerry's generosity knew no bounds, and he truly set the bar for supporting arts, culture, and journalism in Philadelphia. Like Jerry, at Bank of America, we believe in the power of the arts to help economies thrive, enrich societies, and create greater cultural understanding. That's why we're also a proud presenting sponsor of the museum's upcoming special exhibition, When Women Lost the Vote, which will present the untold story of our nation's first women voters. Part of the important year-long celebration marking the centennial of the passage of the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote. I hope you will join me and Bank of America in supporting this truly innovative museum. Now more than ever, we need institutions like this to serve as a guiding light as we navigate the path ahead. Thank you and be well.